That's right. Bobbing and weaving. Knocking them out like Alvin Kamara. Disqualified opinions.
Too soon.
It's never too soon when you're being dumb in Vegas. Don't they know that there's cameras everywhere? Anyway.
I mean, you thought what happened in Vegas stayed in Vegas. That's what the streets tell you.
Nah, bro.
Is it another Aaron Donald situation?
See what
Aaron Donald beat up somebody.
But his wasn't on camera, though. Aaron Donald, was it?
I thought Aaron Donald was the one that was on camera.
Hey, guys, stay out
Is
of
a video
Vegas.
for Alvin Kamara?
No.
Apparently there is, but I don't know if
It's not there.
It was an Aaron Donald video, but Aaron Donald
You know,
video
TMZ
is
got
what
everything.
showed you,
You know
that it
TMZ
was
got
Aaron
the
Donald that beat him up.
You know TMZ got the video. You know they got
All
the
I'm
video.
saying is, guys, stay out of
TMZ
Vegas.
got
Henry
it, too,
Ruggs,
guys.
all that. Do not go to Vegas, guys, because clearly you
It's
guys
a whole
do not know
football
that.
team there, though.
They need to move.
And in 2 years, the
Yeah.
Super Bowl. So that's going to be amazing.
Speaking of football teams, how y'all feel about the Commanders' name?
Trash.
They went through, what was this, 2 years?
Yeah, of the football team.
I'd much rather y'all kept that name, if I'm being honest, bro.
It's fun for me. Saying the football team is always funny to me.
Because you know who plays football?
The football team. Nobody
definitely
plays
gonna play some
football like the team.
You want to know why I think they couldn't keep that name? Because they haven't been playing football the last 2 years.
Facts. Byron, how you feel about your Commanders?
They're not my Commanders. Anybody probably could have picked a better name than that, but
Facts.
I think if they somehow become relevant, then the name won't mean as much because we'll probably still call them the football team.
They're still called the Redskins.
I still call them the
Yeah,
Redskins. Sure.
I'm not gonna lie
I
to you.
do forget sometimes.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie to you.
But apparently the natives hated red wolves, but they would.
Well, no, that was copyrighted.
But they could
Yeah, remember that
They could
dude,
bought that
2 years
They could have
ago.
bought that from.
That dude 2 years ago bought up everything they could.
Yeah, they could have bought that from them.
Man, he was trying to get a check.
They
Yeah,
could
it's
have did.
still-
They
it's
could
still
have did
in
Red Tails, honor the great Tuskegee Airmen. You
Also
know, Black
copyrighted.
History Month.
I'm pretty sure that's copyrighted.
It is copyrighted.
I'm sure as many times it's been used in white media, we could get that for a football team. But I'll leave that there.
NFL wasn't trying to pay they wasn't trying to pay nobody. They too busy trying to fix this scandal from that lady.
Speaking
that
of
came out.
NFL and race,
Oh yeah.
Scandal.
Shout out to on the first day of Black History Month, Brian Flores. Yeah, I got the bush. I'm really out here looking like it too.
out here like you about to take a knee in this.
Yeah, Colin Kaepernick. Speaking of martyrs, Brian Flores filed a lawsuit against the NFL, basically stating that the Rooney Rule, which fucking sucks, was not doing what it was supposed to and instilled. He's suing the Dolphins, the Broncos, the Giants, and the NFL in total. When it comes to the Dolphins, basically he's saying in 2019, the general manager, I forgot his name.
Steven Ross.
That's the only.
Yeah, it was the owner.
The owner,
Steven
the owner.
Ross. Yeah.
The owner allegedly told him he would pay him $100,000 per loss, basically asking him to tank. I think they went almost 500 that season. Well, that was his only losing season.
Yeah, the
As
first
a head
season
coach.
was his losing season. The last two, they finished over 500.
And this year they started, 1-7?
And then
Almost
I
made
think
the
they went
playoffs.
like
And then
9
finished
and
9 and 8.
Yeah, 9 and 8. No, I think they went 8 and 8 last year. If I'm
No,
not
I'm talking.
mistaken.
No, last year they won 10
10.
games.
They
No,
won
10
games.
and
And
6.
that's
so,
close, yeah.
Then he sued the Broncos, basically alleging that John Elway and others showed up to his head coaching
Drunk.
interview lit.
Hey, if you know anything about John Elway, kids, he likes to ride the white horse.
I'm about to say, you
I'ma
can
just
look
say
at
that.
him and tell
Yeah,
that.
you know what he
right?
like to get into. He
Hey.
rides the white Bronco.
Hey, speaking of guys named start with J that's white and play quarterback, y'all know what Joe name. Y'all remember when he showed up drunk during that post game interview?
Mm-hmm.
That is legendary and is also a form of harassment. But that's neither here nor there. He's drunk and white, so nobody cared.
And the Giants, he's suing them basically because they basically already knew they were hiring Brian Daboll, probably the best hiring of this offseason. But they brought him in for an interview after that anyway. And then he's just suing the NFL because, you know, he may never coach again. So we need to sue as many people as he can with this. I'm going to open the floor up to you guys. How do you guys feel about the lawsuit? Will he ever coach again? Do you think that Bill Belichick sent these text messages out on purpose?
I'm going to start. I do think he sent it out on purpose. You don't mix up names, even though they're both named Brian, but one's clearly, you have to put like Brian F or Brian.
Put the brown emoji,
You feel
bro.
me? Like
Put the
Brian
brown emoji.
B. Like, you know which one you're
Don't
talking
put the
to.
brown emoji. That's
super racist.
Right.
How was it?
If I get that screen, if I see
Hey,
the
All right, so we go out.
Belichick's
So
phone,
we
This
go.
is why I said
So we go somewhere and we book a white girl. You're not gonna put the little white Becky emoji next to it, just so you know it's the white girl.
I
Just
don't
in
put
case.
emojis next to nobody.
Her
I don't
name
put
Becky.
emojis
That's nobody name.
Her name is
I'm
Becky.
just saying.
And also,
Her name is Becky.
and also, an old white man putting a black emoji is not the same thing as
Hey,
a
yo.
white girl. It's a double standard, but it's like
Her name is Becky. I don't need to put no white emojis.
First off, bro, if you find that your name in a white person phone is Black Byron or Byron with a brown or
Byron.
black dot next to it, bro, and you not offended,
Byron Black.
we kicking you off the damn ship too, my nigga. What the fuck is going on here? It's Black History Month. You saying this blasphemous ass shit right now?
Yeah, he
What the fuck is going on right
I
now?
definitely feel like that was purposefully done.
Oh yeah, we know he hates the fucking Giants.
Will he coach again? Probably not. But that's what it costs to be a trailblazer. You see Cat, and not similar situation.
I don't think Cat wanted to play football no more.
no, I definitely think Cat wanted to.
Maybe like a year afterwards.
No, I think after a
He's
while, Cat
smart.
just realized there was a bigger play at hand. But he would still like to play football, but he understands he's not going to do it on anybody else's
Those
terms.
terms.
But yes, I do think Brian Flores will coach. Maybe not anytime in the near future, but I'll say maybe 10 years from now, because he can coach in college in the meantime, still keep his name relevant, and if he does well there, he can
Could you imagine HBCU bringing him in? That'd be lit.
It will be.
That would be lit. I'm just saying, like, you got Dion, you got Eddie George, you got so many great.
Hugh Jackson.
Yeah, you got so many people that are in HBCUs.
Shout
Hey,
out to him
man.
because he's the only person that came forward co-signing Brian Flores at the current moment.
Although his situation was different, I think the Hugh Jackson situation was more of a structured 5-year plan. Because his was, you'll get bonuses if we have like more draft picks or the youngest roster, stuff like that. It's not like necessarily go lose a game directly and I'll pay you for it.
That's true.
But I do support what he was doing. As far as Flores though, I do think he'll have a chance to coach again. Unlike Cat, whereas though you only have a specified number of years where you can be an active pro athlete, you can coach forever as long as your mind is sharp. So I'm not going to say never, but I'll say he won't coach in the foreseeable future. It'll be maybe, like I said, 5 to 10 years down the line. Maybe he'll get a shot somewhere else. But
I think he could be a defensive coordinator sooner rather than later. I don't know if he gets a head coaching job anytime soon. I do think that shit was done on purpose by Bill Belichick.
I don't think Bill Belichick meant to peel the curtain back to the good old boys room that is the NFL.
From that standpoint, I understand. I do understand that standpoint.
But you
But I
gotta
feel like
know
if he could
what's
fuck
Brian.
over the Giants at any
Well, Bill
moment.
Belichick is 70. I'm surprised he knows how to text.
All right, you got me there.
I mean, we've all probably texted the wrong person before.
And that's
just
what I'm
to, just to
saying.
be fair.
Like,
Just to
I
be
put
devil's
last names in my
advocate.
phone,
I
man.
do too, but I'm saying even if it's like sometimes your message app's still open and you meant to.
That's true. That's true.
Or you just moving too fast and you just
Yeah,
send a message like, oh.
it happens, bro. It happens. I think it was a mistake, honestly.
Yo, tell Apple put an unsend button. Come on. You work for them.
Yeah, that's going to send the trenches on fire, boy.
I'm just saying, we need that. But do I think he'll
That
coach
risky
again?
cat's about to get
We
deleted.
still ain't got black family emojis, bro. You asking for?
First of all, they don't even have a black handshake emoji.
They do got the black handshake emoji now. Well, you guys
Oh,
don't.
you
have
got the beta.
I'm
Here
a
we
beta
go.
tester, so
He
I
works
know
for Apple.
Talk
I got
that
the
money
black
talk.
handshake emoji.
Talk that money talk.
iPhone 17 beta.
We do
Alright.
got the,
Talk that money talk.
We do have the black handshake emoji now, just so that you can see.
While he says that real quick, I do think Brian Flores was probably the #1 candidate when this coaching search started.
Black handshake, shorty.
Oh, wow.
Black handshake. You can actually make it different shades of black too. Like you have one light skinned brother, one dark skinned brother. You got black pregnant people now. They got pregnant men now. No black family though. Still
Pregnant
no.
men.
Yeah, it's pregnant men.
Oh,
It's just no black families.
I don't even know what I was
Yeah,
saying.
Watch that alphabet voice.
How much-
No, I don't know what I was saying. I
Watch
lost
that.
my train of thought. I really lost my train of thought. I have nothing to say. But Brian Flores was probably, we can agree, the #1 candidate when this coaching search started.
I agree.
And it's crazy that he won't
Maybe
have a
Jim
job. Yeah,
Maybe
I'm
Jim
saying,
Harbaugh.
but I'm saying,
And
crazy.
honestly, if I knew he was available, probably Brian Daboll.
but okay, let's just say top 3, top 4.
Yeah.
You know, and he doesn't have a job. It clearly has something to do with not only the color of his skin, but
Oh no, it all
obviously-
has to do with the fact that he put out
but obviously it's the right.
he would be
Obviously,
a head coach if he
obviously.
was
But you know if a black coach fails, and it doesn't mean that he failed, it means that he got fired, which equates to failure, but it doesn't mean he really failed. They're going to pick a white person with no experience more times than not over the black person who
That's
might have failed, but was still a good coach. Like We set it up here. They were 1-7. They won all them games. When you do that and you on a team that's that bad, lost 1-7, and you come back and win all those games in a row, that's coaching, man. That's culture, and that's what he does, and I think that's what he is. So
that's what I'm saying. They don't got no like game changers,
but they only hired Lovie Smith because he's black.
They
just had a black
coach.
But they should have just kept David Culley for all of that because he was a black coach and Lovie was on his staff.
Who thought David Culley was a good coach?
But they wanted to bring in Josh McCown, who was coaching his high school team.
Who thought that Josh McCown should be a head coach?
You know what? They played harder than David Culley. I'm not saying
That's
they were good, but they played hard.
That's about as much as
they have no talent, bro.
The Texans was as competitive as we have seen.
I don't care how great a coach you are. If you have no talent,
we're not gonna say in years. They were just in the playoffs like 3 years ago.
When Deshaun was in?
Yeah, the Texans are setting up whoever their coach is for failure, and that's why they're hiring black people so that they can get them.
Exactly. Yeah.
But then I guess the bigger picture is: do you guys think this will make any like major change or impact on the culture?
I hope it does.
I do. For it to, he needs more than what he has currently. He either needs more black coaches to come out and agree with him. I kind of agree with what Paul said in the text message. He needs like 10, or he needs.
Is it even 10?
I don't even know if that's 10.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about throughout history. That can say like,
that's what I'm saying. This is
not only 10.
This is why he's doing
10
this.
that have the pull to make people believe.
This is why he's doing this, bro.
Mike Tomlin's exempt from this because he's gotten treated well. Tony Dungy could come out, but he probably was gotten treated well too. Yeah, Irsay gave him whatever. Matter of fact, Jim Caldwell only got that job because Jim Irsay gave Tony Dungy the authority to pick his successor, and he picked Jim Caldwell.
I don't know.
It should be more than 2 black coaches.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It needs to be more.
But there isn't that many to choose from.
But
like I think Brian Flores does have enough for it to at least go to like I think he can win something from this. He's gonna get paid.
I'm not saying that.
They're gonna settle. He's not gonna.
They're gonna settle. But I don't know if it brings about a change. Is what I'm saying. I think for it to bring about a change, more needs to happen.
I think in a way it already did.
That's what, bro.
In a way it already did because the Dolphins hired a minority coach and then the Texans hired a minority coach.
Black.
He's not. He's Hispanic or something. But I'm another.
But technically,
some people said they was like minority hire.
We do have.
He looks like a white man. He does, but he identifies as Hispanic or something like
Michael?
that. Huh?
Michael? He did a press conference. Yeah, he did a press conference when he. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
they was like, what's his name? Mike. Yeah, I remember.
But there are minority. Ron Rivera, Robert Saleh.
Ass.
You got, of course, Tomlin.
Ron
and now Lovie Smith. I think Ron's doing
pretty alright.
They just don't have.
I never liked Ron.
But
they always work competitive.
It should be more, like I said, Eric Bieniemy deserves the job. Byron Leftwich deserves the job.
Definitely deserves.
Jim Caldwell deserves the job.
Why Byron Leftwich doesn't have a job? He wanted what's his name fired in Jacksonville,
which I agree with.
I mean, I don't know why they still got him. Speaking of, why the fuck we got the nigga from the Browns?
Sashi Brown's good though. He's a good president,
and he was a president of the
Jaguars.
He's good. He's good with
the Browns, bro.
Okay, when it comes to
he's black though.
For those
he is black.
For those who don't know, for those who don't know,
track record, bro.
No, Wizards. No, you gotta remember, he was the one who picked Myles Garrett. He picked a lot of those great players they have now. He did. And I think he knows the business side of it.
Browns, Wizards, and Jaguars, bro. The best thing I can say is he black. I'm gonna take it. But all America, he has nothing to do with player personnel. He has to do with the business side. So if the picks don't go right, look at EDC, not Sashi Brown, because the brother just.
But we know EDC can pick.
EDC, he need a good pick.
Nah, he gotta have a good draft.
Yeah, he needs a good draft this year.
His last 2 drafts been.
Yeah, he needs a good draft this year. I'm on that.
I think. All right, so especially
has he drafted any Pro Bowlers?
The draft with Projet and Duvernay, they're just misused. They're not bad football players.
Well, Duvernay is a Pro Bowler, but that's on special teams. But has he drafted?
Once again, that's not his fault. It's who's.
I was gonna say it's the use of how we.
Come on, bro.
And on top of that, bro, it's only
we've been injured.
By the way, how many of them have actually disappointed flat out? Flat out disappointed.
But he does have. This is
very important.
No, that was
still.
That was
EDC's first pick.
You already know about it. Well, let me tell you. As long as EDC stays away from Notre Dame, he's all right with me.
Let me see. Patrick Queen. That's cool so far. J Kid. That was fire. Matt Buka. That was fire. Duvernay. That was fire.
Alright, so what we
I'm
talking
trying to
about?
tell you, bro.
What we talking about?
Bad,
he drafted Tyree Phillips.
Oh, alright, yeah, get him out.
I think it's not that he's missed. It's on the positions he's missed at. For example, offensive line.
Yeah, he really did you.
He has missed that offense. Yeah, he can't.
And D line because Matabike is not who we thought he was.
Matabike is What?
No, I like
You
that.
talking about Roger Washington?
No,
That's the nigga
Matt
that's...
PK is not who we thought he was going to be. He
Now,
showed.
who thought who was going to be?
Matt PK was supposed to take a big step this year.
He hasn't started. He's been coming off as a rotational player, and he's played really well,
he
bro.
definitely started something this year because Brandon Williams was hurt. Calais Campbell
He's
was
not,
in
a,
and
not a
out.
nose tackle, bro.
But I'm saying, I think Matt PK we expected more from him. That's all I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying. Cool.
I was about to say, I think he's been alright from where he was drafted and what he's brought us while he's been on the field.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I think he actually takes an extreme step forward this season because even if we do bring back Calais Campbell, I think Calais Campbell's going to be super rotational.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if Calais comes back on a 1-year deal just for that leadership role, more so than that.
Same
player.
with Justin Houston.
I think he's going to
Yeah.
hang it up. I think Justin Houston's just not coming back. I think Calais is going to hang it up. And I think we move forward with Odafe and the rest of those guys on that edge setting.
All right, since we're talking about us, let's get into Mike McDaniel getting hired. How do you guys feel about that?
He's familiar with the culture. He coached here for years. He's coached under both Harbaughs. The Michigan defense was very good. They should have what I think is the best player in the draft coming up. Which he's not going to go number one probably, but I think he should.
He's not going to go number one.
Hutchinson should go number one. I think he's the best player in the draft.
I think it might be Kyle Hamilton, but
I think it's Hutchinson. But
is that the dude from Notre Dame?
Yeah, I think it might be Kyle
That's
Hamilton. But
not commenting.
Yeah,
on
that's
that.
he ain't feeling it.
Kyle Hamilton's like that.
Yeah, I don't.
You gotta
You
respect that.
drunk right
You gotta
now, bro.
respect that.
But he might be the best safety prospect since Avery.
I knew you was going to say that.
Troy.
All right, since Troy.
But he's more that ball hawk that you like, so that's why.
Troy was a strong. He
Yeah.
might be.
Troy was tough.
Yeah, Troy was tough. That's the only person That's one of the
I
only
say
people.
since Earl Thomas. Earl Thomas was like that. at
Earl
Texas.
Thomas.
Earl Thomas was like
Earl
that.
Thomas was like that. at Texas.
Since
Hey,
Earl.
Derwin James was like that. We should have drafted him. But
He ain't going to first.
yes,
Though.
he did.
Yeah,
He
he
went after us.
So
He went 17. We picked 16 that year, I think.
People forgot about
Because we
Derwin
traded
James.
back
He
and
kept
took Hayden
getting
Hurst
injured.
back.
Okay, so then let's start with that. He's the best since Derwin James.
All right,
I'm
that's
not.
fine. Best
We're not
since
about
Derwin
to call him better than Derwin or Troy or like that.
He,
Yeah, like no.
he has
No.
extreme Derwin James comparison to me. That's what I see when I see his
Okay,
game. So
that's
that's fine.
cool.
Best is Derwin James.
All right.
But he ball hawks like that, though.
Oh
But,
Lord.
Yeah.
But I think that the Jaguars are forced to go offensive line because Trevor Lawrence was running around like a chicken with his head cut off last year.
It's going to be
So,
the same thing now.
I think you gotta go O-line.
Trevor Lawrence's rookie year and Blake Bortles' rookie year are pretty much identical statistically, which is not a good thing at all.
You gotta. What they had Urban Meyer, bro. That nigga was,
I mean, he was also touching kids.
yeah, little high college kids.
Yep.
Little girls, white girls.
So
But Mike McDaniel,
I think it's a good hire. Like I said,
got
I do
Zachary
think.
Orr back in the building.
Yeah, I do think. I wonder if we are going back to a 4-3 philosophy, which I don't think we are.
well,
based
one
on
thing
the
about him,
moves.
he plays multiple defenses,
He
so he
does.
won't sit in the same
I
defense
think
all
it's
day and get torn apart.
We won't blitz. Well, we didn't really blitz that much this year. Shout out to him.
We couldn't.
We could, yeah. We
I'm
didn't
not
have the
saying we
back and help.
couldn't.
We didn't have the back and
it,
help.
though.
Also, they're saying Marcus Peters might be a cap cavity. I would hate that.
I think we're gonna extend
They-
it.
I
I wouldn't
think
be
he just
surprised if
restructured.
I wouldn't be surprised
Please
if we add
do.
like a year or two onto his contract to kind
we
of
can't let him
lessen
go right
that.
now.
Because
Not- yeah.
Avery's gone, Tavon's
Tavon
gone.
might be a cap cavity.
Tavon is probably already a cap casualty, but that makes me so sad because you guys know how much I love Sean Wade last season.
I wonder what he did in New England.
Nothing.
No.
He didn't play.
DNPs, bunch of healthy scratches.
Yeah.
Because New England
He
got
would've played for us,
hella
shit.
good
We put
defense.
Tavon on the outside. He played for us.
Crazy thing is, New England didn't have many corners though outside of JC.
That is true.
So it's like
But
he couldn't play.
He might not be there next year. either,
JC,
He about
yeah,
to get
he
paid.
want bread.
He
But
about to get
you know they gonna let him walk.
He about to
He
leave
get
in
paid.
BS. As
He about to
usual.
get
Yeah,
paid.
they gonna
He's
let him
about
walk.
to leave in BS.
I like McDonald. He coached up the two best pass rushers in his draft. Not only Aiden Hutchinson, but David Ajabo, who's basically a better version of Owe. So if he's
I
there
don't
at
think he's a
14,
better. I think he's. I
You
think
know he
Similar,
hates
he's
Owe.
pretty-
I don't
hate
think-
Owe.
I
think
don't
Owe's
think that's
raw.
better.
You think
I
he
don't
hates
think-
Owe?
I think Owe was a better prospect
Out
coming
of
out than
college,
Ojabo,
yeah.
bro. Because the
Ojabo
only knock on
was-
Owe was sacks,
He
bro.
hates Owe.
Yeah, yo,
I don't
I
hate
understand.
Owe. I
Ojabo
just-
is not a better
I
prospect.
just want
than
Owe to get a different move. That's all. He needs a secondary move. That's all.
He was raw.
We'll see.
That's what the definition of raw
Look, he
is.
has a good prospect. He had 5 sacks. He surprised me. Okay,
You're the only person he surprised. Everybody at this table.
'Cause he had
but
none.
You.
in the Big Ten, none.
Damn.
Okay.
But you just said Ojabo is
He-
not a better prospect.
He is, bro.
He was sitting across from Hutchinson.
He just started playing football last year. He's
He
from
was
Nigeria.
sitting
bro.
across from
He
Hutchinson.
doesn't have the
Doesn't matter, bro.
experience.
You sit
It
across
does matter.
when somebody else just called the best player in college football last year. You think he got double teamed last year?
But who was the
No.
team coordinator? Because nobody knew who Aiden Hutchinson was before this year. So you gotta give Mike McDonald a lot of credit for coaching up Aiden Hutchinson. I'm just saying. I'm not saying he's not good, but he definitely coached him up. Because before last year, nobody knew who Aiden Hutchinson was. And last time I checked, he's a senior. So he's been there for what, 4 years? And I didn't hear his name one time.
I don't watch Michigan football.
You didn't hear his name. You don't gotta watch all the football. You know who the top guys in the league
It's
are.
Michigan. I don't pay no attention.
I'm just saying.
They haven't
I'm
beat
just
Ohio
saying.
State.
I like
in how long?
Ajabo. I like
Yeah,
Ajabo.
They just did
Beat
for the first
I
time.
think
in
Ajabo
like
has a lot of
decade.
upset. I think
I wouldn't mind if we drafted him.
But I think he'll be gone. I think he'll be gone.
Yeah, because of Owe.
I think he'll be gone.
Because of Owe, he's gonna get drafted higher. Because they're like, you know what, the raw guy that we don't really know what we're gonna put in.
I mean, I want an offensive lineman. You know, that's.
I would not mind Trevor Penning. Is that his name?
I just want Lindenbaum. I want a center, somebody that can position.
I'm not really that pressed. You know, I like the center we got.
Who's the next?
He's gonna be gone.
Coach.
Bozeman and Ricardo gone.
I'm gonna start since we're going from Ravens. The Giants hired Brian Daboll, who I'm pretty sure we all can agree was the best coaching hire, head coach wise.
And the GM from the Bills as well.
Here's the problem with Brian Dabo being hired in New York.
Oh, damn.
They don't have a quarterback.
They've already said that they're gonna stick it out at least one more year with his man. Is that your man still?
Hey, bro, I can't go to bat for Cuz no more.
That's not his man.
This is his man. If he can't get it right with Dayball, look what he
You
did
know
with
what?
that. Look what he did with that man.
With my man Josh
Look what
Allen.
he did with that man.
Look what he did with my man
Hey,
Josh
I
Allen.
appreciate you for being honest for once and saying theirs.
Because I mean,
you know, he's hopped on it since Dynasty football became a thing.
Hey, bro.
But I was over here jumping through
Who
tables.
invested a first round draft pick in him?
Who jumped through
That's
tables?
my man,
Who
Josh
jumping
Allen.
through tables?
and they
Bruh.
hired Wink Martindale.
They went to college together, bro.
I was in Wyoming,
You'll
so
say.
I was there.
They also hired Wink Martindale, so that's going to make our week whatever matchup pretty interesting.
Interesting.
Greg Roman's going to probably shit his bed when he realizes he got to go up against Wink that day.
Wink won't have.
Hey, y'all run the same
Wink
route.
going
end up in the
cover
same
zero
spot.
our ass. I bet money Wink cover zero our ass.
You know he is.
The Giants don't have the blitzing capability that he had here, though. And I do think he can't be as aggressive as he was here.
I'm not mad at that. I think that offense is actually going to take a step forward. I think you'll see a good Kenny Galladay. I think Daniel Jones will make less mistakes, which will make him look like
That's
a
my only
quarterback.
thing, bro. He's been making the same mistakes.
I think
since
he'll make
was
less
rookie.
mistakes. I think they'll put him in more comfortable situations with more comfortable throws. And I think they're going to go extremely heavy on the offensive line this offseason to help out him by helping out Saquon Barkley.
We've been saying that O-line thing for the last 4 years.
Yeah, they have not built up their offense. Well, they got, what's his name? Andrew Thomas. They got Nate Solder. Andrew Thomas is not bad.
He got better, bro.
Nate Solder is old as a bitch here.
So you think they're gonna be a playoff team? Because you said
Fuck
you
no.
I mean, well, don't write them off yet.
no.
You know what division they play in.
The
They might
The
be.
Eagles did make it last year.
They might be.
All right, I can't talk about that. You're right.
If Saquon can give them,
They might be.
So
They
gas.
play in that
You're right.
trash
You're right.
division.
You're right. You can go 8. You can go
You
9-8.
9-8, right in there.
you know what? The NFC is kind of low key wide open. Like, think about it. Tom Brady's gone. Aaron Rodgers is. We don't know where he's
Aaron
going to
Rodgers
be.
is staying on the Packers, bro. I don't know.
But
why
I'm
everybody
saying,
acting like this
okay,
is not a
let's say he
thing.
goes back. They're not the clear-cut favorite. We see what happens every year with them. Yeah, they may have the best record, but the NFC is literally wide open. The
It's
AFC,
the Rams still.
I think the Rams,
It's the Rams or the
especially with
49ers.
the Bucks going
That's
the
the two
Rams.
niggas that was just there.
Well,
I don't know
what
about
your
the
last
49ers.
year is.
I don't know.
Yeah,
We
that's
got
All right,
see
right. So it's the Rams.
Yeah, I was just thinking.
Cam
that.
Akers with a full season.
okay, give me. I give you the
They're
Rams.
the favorite, but
That's
after that,
what I'm saying.
It
I
is.
give you the Rams.
No, I don't believe in his Cardinals.
I
Or
give you the
his
Rams.
He don't
Or
believe in
his
his
Cowboys.
Cardinals.
I
He
give
don't
you-
believe in his
Kyler
Cowboys.
don't believe in the Cardinals.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what
he
it
did
is.
unfollow
he did unfollow everything.
Yeah,
And he's still.
Maybe he's going back to baseball.
Oh gosh. And there's no baseball right now. You can't.
Lockout.
Don't get me started on that.
Well,
But,
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck he's gonna do.
but the NFC is wide open, so yes, they could make the playoffs next year. You know what? It wouldn't surprise me. I'm not gonna say they are, but it wouldn't
So what?
surprise me.
Fuck it. They're gonna make the playoffs next year. You
They
know
might.
that first.
They might.
They might. I wouldn't be surprised.
The Cap.
That is the best hire, though. Yes,
Yeah,
I
that
agree.
was easily that.
And the GM, who was black, I believe,
Just 'cause
from
we're
Buffalo.
gonna go over all these trash assholes. The Saints. I mean, Cap held team in New Orleans.
That's DC.
New Orleans teams fucking
That's
suck.
DC.
bro.
That is not my bro. Drew Brees retired 2
That
years
was your
ago.
team. That's your team.
Drew
That was
Brees
your
retired 2 years
That's
ago.
your
No, that
Bro,
was
I
his
was,
man.
I was, yeah, that was
That
my
was his
man.
And your man, Lil.
We done gave him teams over being his man. That's your team, yo.
No, we don't.
No,
we give
he
his teams for
actually
being
liked
his
them
team.
niggas.
Dallas.
He loved them
Look,
niggas.
I just
Commanders.
want to see a black man win with America's team. It would be
Okay.
the greatest thing ever.
So there you go. Those be his team. I just had to
That
do.
is your team.
I just had to do.
You the Saints though.
I'm not.
The thing in Cap Hellboy.
I don't think Dennis Allen's a good head coach. He's a good DC, but not.
He was not a good head coach the first
That's
time.
what I'm saying. He's a good coordinator, but not a good coach.
But I do think the guys in that locker room like him. So that's part
half
of
them
it.
niggas in the
Without-
locker room not gonna be in the locker room next year.
That is also
fact.
true.
The fuck?
That
Boy,
division-
They like
speaking of wide open,
78 mil in the
That
hole,
division
bro.
is wide open.
Yes, because Kyle Trask is not it.
That division is wide open. The winner of that division might be like 8-9.
Do they trade for Jimmy G? The Bucks, that is.
If I'm the Bucks, I would consider it.
You bring back Jameis?
The Bucks, no. Do the Saints bring back?
Well, the Saints got James right now.
If you the
They
Saints,
need to because
it
Taysom
depends
Hill
on what
is
you do
not
with
the
Taysom
answer,
because
bro.
They probably drafted.
They
quarterback.
gave him
If they
too
can
much
cut
bread,
Taysom
bro.
and get out, because they definitely extended him over. Like,
if you Jameis, do you want to go there without Sean Payton?
I want to go somewhere where I can start. So yes,
I'm trying to go to the Bucks.
I ain't taking it back. I ain't taking it.
that didn't.
You
end
might
up.
not have a choice. It's Kyle Trask.
That
I
might-
went to Florida. This is Kyle Trask.
I mean, I don't know how that.
Jameis is
how
better
that-
than any
I don't-
quarterback in the
I
draft.
don't know how that split happened between him and Aaron. After you throw 30 picks somewhere, I don't know if that's the place for
You're
you.
right. You got it.
Nobody went 30 for 30. That's
No
crazy.
bullshit. Led the league in touchdowns and interceptions. The Vikings hired Jim Harbaugh.
No, they fake hired him, didn't he? Because he went back.
Yeah. Everything looked like they was
That was
hiring
stupid.
Jim
That was
Harbaugh.
just a bunch of
And now Jim Harbaugh said he's not ever coming to the NFL. He's gonna stay
Yeah,
in
no, I
college.
saw that too.
They hired Kevin O'Connell. He was from the
Rams.
the
Rams OC.
Rams OC. You know,
They
a
do
lot of
have a
these-
black GM in Minnesota, so I hope they do well.
I actually wanted to see Jim go here. Actually, I wanted to kind of.
He worked with the GM in San
I
Fran.
wanted to see him
And take Roman. Yes, that's what I
I
wanted.
wanted to see him here.
Take
I'm not
Roman
gonna
and
lie.
Wink. Take both of them.
I don't really have anything to say about Kevin O'Connell. It's always so offensive coordinators where you know that the head coach is the primary play caller are always weird. It's the same kind
But the
of issue
offense wasn't a problem.
right
Like,
ahead of me. Yeah, that's fair.
it was
to
the
say.
defense.
But you know they don't really like hiring defensive coaches as head coaches, bro. The NFL is already strayed away from that. Maybe because a lot of good defensive
Recently,
coaches.
anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, Mike Zimmer wasn't bad, but
Mike Zimmer defense was horrible as a defensive coach.
yeah, I don't know that.
Defense was horrible. The Dolphins hired Mike McDaniel.
49ers
really had nothing to
OC.
say
I don't
about
know
that.
too much about him, so
Yeah,
I don't
I don't think he was calling the plays.
It's going to come down to Tua.
Trash.
If they keep
Well,
Trash. That's your man's. That's your man's.
Mm.
That's
I
your
mean,
man's.
they did
Go
win.
ahead.
They went what, 9
God.
8? Hey,
Trash.
hey.
Trash.
hey.
Trash.
Hey.
Two is
They went
trash.
9
Two is trash, bro. The Raiders signed Josh McDaniels. I think this was the shocking hire of the entire thing. And it's crazy because it was a lot of dumbass
The
hires.
Raiders brought in that Patriot GM, and that guy brought in Josh McDaniels.
They hired a Patriot GM? That's why. Okay.
That's what.
Do they keep your man Derek Carr?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
And by the way, the Raiders coach who should have kept that job,
It
he's
was-
now he took the special teams
because their
coordinator
special teams
in
is
Green
terrible.
Bay.
Ooh, I like that. I'm glad he got a job.
He
yo.
should he should be a head
He
coach
should be a
somewhere.
head coach,
He should be a
bro.
head coach.
He should have
I
stayed
got a
there,
job.
but
They definitely
they brought in a new
I'm just happy that
GM.
he got a job. I'm just happy he got a job because they definitely played hard under him.
I agree. They should have probably kept him for 1 year.
Yeah,
But
because Green Bay,
I
I'm
understand
glad y'all
why.
invested in y'all special
But
teams.
the Raiders
I
don't
know.
need offense. They have a great offense. They need defense. But I'll leave that alone.
What was probably the second best hiring to me this offseason was the Jaguars getting Dougie P.
Your Eagles.
Not
Super
my
Bowl Eagles.
Well,
The
from,
Super Bowl
the,
team.
from the couch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he didn't play.
He was here with us. No,
I don't know if
podcast.
Dougie P is going to be the guy that.
If he makes
It's
more
the
than
best
2
out of
years,
Trevor
I'll be
Lawrence.
surprised.
But at least he has a proven offensive track.
Yeah, but you guys know I'm on paper, I'm on stamp. I think that whoever the fuck is in this Jaguars head coach job needs to know that they are on track to get replaced by Sean Payton once he decides to ever enter back into the NFL coaching reins.
I agree with
I
that.
think he wants Trevor Lawrence. I think everybody knows it. Once Byron Leftwich wanted the GM fired and they said no, I think they straight looked at Sean Payton and was like, yo,
When
I
you
know
ready?
you still hiring.
They definitely should have
The
fired
only
Trent
thing
Baalke.
about that is it's hard to get rid of a Doug Peterson because he does have a Super Bowl behind his name. So it
He
is
also
kind of
got
hard to
canned
fire him
without
out.
Frank Wright.
Yeah, but I'm saying he
Yeah,
also
you can't fire him after 1 year.
That's what I'm saying.
Two.
I said
It's not
2
one.
years.
If they win 2 games in these next 2 years like they've been doing,
Yeah.
get him out of there.
Yeah, that's why I said 2 years. Yeah,
But if they fight for him,
but
he's
Sean
there.
Payton still had what, a year on it left on his
he
contract.
had a couple years left.
So yeah, it's going. It's hard to.
Sean Payton can take a few years off.
Yeah, and come back. The Texans hired Lovie Smith. Joke. Y'all want to say anything about that?
Nah,
It was just a
Lovie
joke.
Smith is the first African American coach to be hired 3 times in the NFL as a head coach.
He hasn't done anything with
I
any
think-
head coaching position.
But back to the Brian Flores thing, I think that was the direct impact.
That's what they
of that.
wanted. That's what they wanted.
But I'm saying the fact that they hired a black coach was directly.
Oh yeah,
stemming
the
from
most
fact-
racist team in the NFL.
Oh yeah, that we know who Bob McNair is as an owner. But I think that was a direct correlation to the Brian Flores effect, and I hope even just having that level of exposure changes the hiring.
So I
practices.
always thought they were hiring Brian Flores, and the reason I thought, well, until he came out with the lawsuit, I thought they were going to hire Brian Flores as a chance to possibly attempt to keep Deshaun Watson, because we all know Deshaun wanted to have Flores as his head coach. So I didn't think of anything that might have been like a last ditch effort for them. Like, yo, we got you, Flores. Like, come on, bro.
This
Come on.
good.
You still want to get traded? We got picks, bro. We suck.
Yes, I still want to get traded.
He was probably. It's still a chance, but I mean, where is he gonna want to go?
He ain't going nowhere.
The Commanders?
Hey man, just apologize.
No, they
to
got a
the
lawsuit
young
now
lady.
about sexual assault with that damn
little
owner.
chick. Yeah, he can't go there. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
He
Where
can't
else
go
is
anywhere.
Just
I-
apologize
Steelers
to
don't
the
have the
girls,
money.
man.
I mean, he got to do a little
Apologize
bit.
with your
Apologize.
pocketbook.
Somebody to pay,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you're gonna apologize with.
The Broncos hired Nathaniel Hackett.
This only works if he gets his man's Aaron Rodgers and his man.
I think that's the only reason they did it. Because if that's not why, this
Aaron
sucks.
Rodgers is not going to a division with Pat Mahomes, Derek Carr, and freaking Justin Herbert.
I don't understand why he would do that myself.
That is three
Honestly,
of the top 10
You're Aaron
quarterbacks in the league.
Rodgers.
Your best bet is,
Stay in Green Bay.
or depending on what Tampa can bring back, you might slide.
Oh.
If Aaron Rodgers go to,
If Tampa is
bro.
an option,
But that's what I'm saying. So you know they're not
taking
gonna-
my talents to South Beach and asking for a signing trade with Chris Godwin and Devontae Adams.
Yeah, that's why I was saying like you're not gonna be able to franchise Chris Godwin again. Mike Evans is under contract. You don't really have a trustable tight end. Cameron Brady's still there, but
OJ Howard just never developed.
Yeah, he
never
never
did.
did.
So it's like they do have a good O line and they have some solid backs, but a lot of that defense is gonna have to go too because of cap reasons. So
Dominic and Sue is gone. They don't have any corners.
so it's like what's left of Tampa it depends.
Yeah, I understand.
The best bet is to stay.
But I mean, I think Green Bay's going to be in a tight situation. Can you bring back Zadarius Smith and what's his name, Preston Smith? I think both of them might
Aaron
be
Jones still getting paid.
Aaron Jones,
Devontae Adams got to get paid.
Yeah, so it's like they're in a tough situation too. The Steelers are completely far-fetched.
Yeah,
Just
the
need to look
Steelers
at
are done.
rookie, bro.
Steelers are
I don't
done.
think the Steelers are going to trade for.
I don't think they can. Yeah, I just don't think they can.
They're going to have to draft somebody.
I mean, they have the cap space, but they can't give all their cap space to a quarterback.
Nope.
Then the Bears hired Matt Eberflus.
Eberflus, because it ain't going to do nothing.
I don't know why the fuck. I mean, but I'm happy they got rid of. I'm happy. I'm sorry, not mad. What the fuck? I'm happy they got rid of Matt.
They should have got Eric.
And Pace.
Eric
Pace at
B.
GM was terrible.
Does not want to
I
go to
see.
the Bears, bro.
He doesn't.
I
But
think,
Justin
I
Fields.
think Eric.
It's just
Eric
waiting for
Henry-
Andy to retire.
Yeah, bro. I think that's what he wants. He just
You
wants to
think
leave.
Andy Reid's retired
But-
next couple years?
No, but you know, Eric B. I'm on the train right here. You
Shit,
know,
I'm
next
bro.
year is just last year.
year.
So if you want to come to Baltimore, we got Lamar, bro. We'll fire the shit out of Greg Roman for you, bro. I
He's not
will
gonna come
purposely
here
go
to
and
be
pack
OC.
Greg Roman's bags for
He's
him.
not gonna come here to
I
be
will
OC.
kick him out his own house,
He's
his
not
wife
coming
and kids, and move your shit in for you, my nigga. I will put everything
Our
on your
best
time.
bet is to let T. Martin be OC. That's
I'm
our
okay
best
with
bet.
that too.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what
just
I want.
not okay with Greg
'Cause
Roman
we're not
being
gonna go
our
get
offensive
nobody else.
coordinator in 2022.
We only do in-house stuff. The McDonald thing is technically in-house. He just left for a year like DC.
Yeah,
I
we
mean, but
used-
he
yeah, we
he almost
definitely
was the DC when we hired Wade.
That's what I'm saying. So basically, they would probably go T. Martin, which I'm cool with. Who does a hell of a
I'm
job?
black, man. I'm okay with it. Let's recap really quickly the AFC and NFC title games. Let's shoot it over to DC so he can tell you everybody's records, with everything, who went so what so far, and how everybody stand.
So we'll start with the title games. Rouse, you went 2-0, correctly picking both Super Bowl contestants. I and Byron both went 1-1, and Rel, you went 0-2. Big dog, it happens to the best of us. Overall, in the playoffs, going into the Super Bowl, Rouse has the most correct picks at 9-3. I'm second at 8-4. Byron is third at 75. Rel, last at 6-6. Once again, happens to the best of us, big dog.
Yeah, it'd be like that, bro.
But, you know, if we can combine all these records together, you combine my regular season
You still up there.
championship.
You still up there. You still up there.
Yeah.
Lap in the field.
And it's-
I'm still probably second.
Lap in the field.
I think Byron might have caught you. I don't know how many games left between y'all.
No, I think I was up like 4 on Byron.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I think I was
Lap
up
in the
like 4.
field, brother.
It was a nice round. Not just because I picked both teams. What's crazy is I think I might have picked that score for that Bengals game too. I thought that both teams were better. I didn't believe in the Chiefs' defense personally, and it showed in the second half. Patrick Mahomes was not playing quarterback in the second half.
No,
Patrick
it's not.
Mahomes, what in the hell?
The Chiefs didn't play football in the second half.
Facts.
Because I don't think they scored. Did they? They only scored 3
3
points.
points.
Tyreek Hill, no catches.
Shout out to my man, my little Cooper Cup. I don't know how the fuck you let Cooper Cup
Get that wide open.
at the end of the game.
I
bro.
think they just scheme up really well their routes. There were a lot of picks, basically, is what I'm saying.
They do. But
That's their offense. That and that little
Legal
slant
picks.
run shit.
Legal picks and option routes. A
That-
lot of option routes.
Play action.
if it was honestly a touchdown, he underthrew him. It was a touchdown.
That's why I think this game's going to be entertaining, because I don't think either secondary is going to stop the other.
Shout out to Eric Weddle. Yo was on the couch 3 weeks ago.
Right. Yo say he was hooping to stay in shape.
Jalen Ramsey, be careful what you ask for, boy. Don't
Yo,
say you want
Jalen, he
Jamar.
talk too much.
Don't
boy.
say you want Jamal
That's
one-on-one.
my thing. Like, I know he's tough, but he talks into he eating this.
He
nigga
cannot keep up with
bro.
Jalen
He
Ramsey.
just- oh
Their
my
best bet is to double him and let Jalen be on somebody else. That's their best bet.
Well, here's the moment of truth. Super Bowl prediction. The spread on this game was Rams by 4.5. It has since moved to 4. So I'll ask Rouse for a change. Who do you like to win the Super Bowl?
Hey, I appreciate it. It feels so good to be on the other end of that. You feel me?
Yeah.
And, I've been riding this Cincinnati wave the whole playoffs. I've been picking them. But I'm not picking them no more because I've been picking this other team since the beginning of the season. I thought they were going to be really good. I love them bringing in Matthew Stafford. Y'all know I love me some My Little Cooper Cup. Cam Akers might honestly be an alien for coming back this fast and this
Him and
good
Cam Akers.
since a Achilles tear. So give me Matthew Stafford. I think he's going to throw maybe 1.5 interceptions, but I think he's going to get it done when it matters the most. I think the offensive line for the Cincinnati Bengals is going to have a tough time with Von Miller and Aaron Donald. And I'm taking the Bengals. I think they cover the spread. Give me Bengals by 6. Rams by 6.
I'm gonna go on that.
31-25.
A lot of field goals.
Hey,
By the Bengals.
yeah, I just
They have a really good kicker.
They do. Shout out to Florida.
like I was telling these gentlemen the past week. I think Cincinnati is going to win.
It's funny because you've been picking against them this whole
Yeah.
season.
I just think
Well,
they
you see
go-
how this worked out.
I mean, I also have the worst record, so don't listen to me. But I do think Cincinnati is going to win. The matchup I'm really looking for is those lines. Cincinnati's offensive line against that defensive front of the Rams,
So you saying the Rams
because
gonna
it
win.
can get hectic.
So you
I
saying
don't-
the Rams going to win.
I mean,
That's
he
what I
did
said.
get sacked 9 times and they won against Tennessee.
That's
I'm
what
just
I'm
saying.
saying, bro.
It don't phase them. Look at Kansas City, first half.
If
Look at
Cincinnati,
Tennessee's
Tennessee is
offense.
ass.
Look at Tennessee's offense versus the Rams offense. You get sacked 9 times in the Super Bowl, you getting blown out. Straight up.
I'm gonna say this: if the Cincinnati can get together a quick passing attack, I like their chances.
All right, you picking the Bengals.
I'm taking the Bengals.
Byron is too, boy. I don't know why we sitting here
One
playing
last.
this game. One last swan song, yo. You picked them to make the playoffs.
I
You gave them
did.
7 wins. Then you gave them 10 wins.
Now they're
then you
the best
gave
team
them
in the
every
division.
win
They are the best team in
in
the
the
division.
playoffs.
It's not
They
close.
got the
It's
best
not close
quarterback
right
in the
now.
division.
They do have the best quarterback in the division right now. They
Yeah,
do.
See?
They do.
I told you.
I like what you're doing. Thank you.
I know.
They do.
I know.
They're the best receiver.
Well, that's of course they have the
Yeah.
best
All
receiver.
right.
That's not even a
All right.
question here.
All right.
Y'all take Johnson up there, but
Who?
No, he's not.
y'all
That
take
nigga
Johnson.
Deontay
drops
Johnson's.
yeah.
That was last year. He
Look
dropped
up his
it.
stats. I was about to
No,
say,
that
look
was
at his
last
stats.
year.
Right.
No, he had a really good. He went to Pro Bowl. I'm not taking. He's not embarrassing. I'm saying he's probably third on Cincinnati. I
He's
think
better than T. Higgins.
I like T
He's
Higgins
better than
over.
Tyler Boyd, too.
I
He's better than
like
both
T
of them.
Higgins over.
He's better than both of them.
Well, you know it's not our team, and maybe you old Jarvis not.
We got the
Sternberg,
best fucking
but
tight end. I don't know what the fuck he think this is.
We had the tight end that had the best season in the NFL, catches yards and touchdowns. Look it up. But
You said Bengals, right?
no, he said he's going to last. He didn't say anything. Well, I'm gonna go
He
ahead and
did
with you.
all of that to not pick the Bengals that
I
time?
didn't pick
bro?
anybody yet.
You know
I was
who you
listening to
picking.
my man Rel. He was
Okay,
preaching.
so
You started preaching just now.
right. So I'm gonna take
You
the
picking
Rams.
the Rams. I know. You
I'm
on this side.
gonna take the Rams because, like Rel said, it's gonna come down to Cincinnati's O line against the Rams D line,
One of them has Aaron Donald on it.
and one of them has nobody. So
Hey, yo, who on the Titans defensive line?
They got my boy Harold Landry, my boy Jeffrey Simmons. They got
Jeffrey
there's some
Simmons,
good
I
players.
like Jeffrey
There's some good
Simmons.
players.
He came from Denver, right?
He came from. He got
Yeah,
some good
okay.
players. They got some
Alright,
good
he did
players.
only have 3 drops this year.
Yeah, yeah.
No, he had the drop year last year. Last year,
Last year was like
But I'm saying-
16. It was crazy.
Yeah, he led the league in drops last
I was
year.
close
but
to
he
16.
had a good year.
Yeah, last year was crazy. This year
But-
was really good.
Again,
He was like number 3 overall in receiving.
I think the Rams can match the Bengals as far as receiving weapons go. The Bengals have a better trio, but the Rams duo is better than the Bengals' best two to me.
Yes.
And I also, other than Jesse Bates, I don't trust that Bengals secondary.
No.
So
You trust Eric Weddle?
No, I trust Jesse Bates more than Aaron
I
Rodgers.
trust Jalen Ramsey.
No, who? I love Jalen Ramsey, but he ain't stopping nothing. Only best bet is T. Higgins. He ain't stopping Jamal. And we know that.
Okay. So give me the Rams.
I like
to win the
Jalen
game.
Ramsey and Aaron Donald better than anybody on the defense that the Bengals have.
I mean, Jesse
yeah.
Bates.
It's
Avoid
not in that
Henderson.
It's not
Henderson's
up
not
there
that-
with Aaron Donald and Jalen.
Logan Ryan, they got a good
They are
defense.
not up there with Aaron Donald and
I'm not
Jalen
saying they
Ramsey.
are.
That's what
I'm
I
just
just
saying.
said.
I like Jesse Bates a lot, though.
Bro, he's
I like,
not
I
up
like
there.
Sarah.
He's not top 5 in his position, bro.
Who? Jesse Bates?
Yes.
Yes, he is.
I think
He
it's-
is.
he might be
He's top
fifth.
five.
He top 5,
He
bro.
might
He
be a
might
top
be
5
fifth.
He's probably
But-
top 5 seed. But go ahead.
Either way, I think the Rams are gonna win 31-28. I think it'll come down to the last few seconds, like all the Rams playoff games tend to, because that's
All
kind
of
of,
the
that's
Super
kind of
Bowls,
ball.
too, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, their Super Bowl, their playoff run has all been close.
Eli Apple gets a pick this game.
Hell no, Cooper Kupp is going to torch him. You crazy?
My little Cooper Cup about to get
That's
Eli.
the drunkest thing
He about to look
Eli,
like the regular
I told
Eli.
him,
He about to look
Eli
like
Apple.
he about to look like
I would
Big
be
Old
surprised.
Guys.
This
Yeah,
guy.
but it better not be no fluke pick like off a
No,
deflection.
it don't matter. That nigga getting the pick,
He's
bro.
some shit.
If he get a pick, he get a pick. You
He's,
You know what I mean?
he's some shit.
You right.
He's
But-
some shit. You know he's some shit.
He is doo-doo.
He had
He's some shit with toilet,
he
absolutely.
had a decent year. All I'm gonna say is I do think their defense is a lot better than people give them credit for. That's all I'm saying.
Well, give me the Rams by 3. They don't cover this 4.
I think
they
the
will.
over-under is
They will
48.
win the Super Bowl.
So I definitely will.
Hey yo, can we hold up safeties, yo? Justin Simmons,
He's better than Justin Simmons to me.
Tyrann Matthew.
He's better than Honey Badger right now.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No,
Honey
he's
Badger
not.
can't even stay healthy.
No, he's not.
Jesse Bates is better than Honey Badger right now.
No,
Honey
he's
Badger
not.
can't run no more. He can't even stay healthy. He's not as great as he was.
Minka.
Minka had a good year this year. I don't remember hearing him a lot. Last
No,
year I did.
is he better? No, he's not better than Minka. Next.
I like Jesse Bates.
Darnell
better.
Savage.
He's better than
He's
Donald
better than
Savage.
Darnell
I like
Savage.
Jesse Bates. He's top 5. He's top 5. Definitely top 5.
Yeah,
if
he's top-
it's not
that's it.
Harrison,
He's top
if
5.
it's not Harrison Smith, I don't want to hear it.
That's top
I ain't
five.
bringing
He's
up
at
Harrison
fifth, like he's probably at 5, like you said.
He's probably like 4 or 5, but still top 5. Either way,
All right.
I'm picking the Bengals to win. They have the
He
better
the reason
quarterback.
they won the
Derwin
game,
James,
bro.
Derwin James.
Derwin James.
Harrison Smith a hurt nigga.
That's like 4.
He's like
Harrison-
4.
He
Yeah.
might be 5, bro.
I
He
take-
I might be 5 in the back.
That's what he said.
I ain't disagree with him.
All
I
I'm
disagree
saying
with
is
him.
they have the better quarterback. They have the better running back. Because I always
got
tell
the better
you.
quarterback.
They about the same.
They about the same, bro. Matthew Stafford and Joe Burrow is about the same, bro. We're not about to act like Matthew Stafford was an MVP candidate for at least 8 to 9 weeks, bro. Before he started throwing 2 picks a game, yo. We're not gonna act like he didn't have 2 stellar.
What was going on
performances.
before they woke up against the
biggest
40?
arms in the NFL.
What happened before
We
Jimmy
not
G
gonna-
showed up?
we
He
not
was
gonna-
trashed
We're
at
not
first.
gonna act like Matthew Stafford is a
They got a better
right
quarterback.
now.
They got a better running
That's
back.
a wash, bro. Running back might be a wash too.
Hell no. Joe Mixon is a
Joe
top
Mixon,
5 running back.
Joe Mixon's better than
Why
what
is
they
he
got.
sleeping
Joe
on
Mixon
Joe
is
Mixon?
a hurt ass nigga.
No,
He's
he's not.
But he's not hurt
Cam
right now.
Akers.
But he's not hurt right now.
Cam Akers only got hurt once. Joe Mixon is a hurt ass
He missed
nigga.
the whole
bro.
season.
Joe Mixon
bro.
finished top 5 in rushing.
That's what I'm saying.
He did this year.
Yeah.
He's
Yes,
consistently
bro.
good.
Yeah, he did.
And he can catch
I
out the
think he was
back.
3rd to be exact. I think he finished 3rd in rushing. But yeah, Joe
And he's a
Mixon's
good-
Joe
he's a good
Mixon's better
safety
than
valve.
Cam Akers, bro.
I think Uzama's going to play. I don't think he's 100%, but he's going to play.
He's
Talking
better
he's
than
playing.
Higby's better than him right now because he's
But
better.
I'm
Higby better
Higby's
than
a beast.
regular.
Higby,
True.
Higby is a beast, but I do think T. Higgins has a big game if they don't.
I told you. I told you.
I'm going Bengals 34-31. Evan McPherson, young JT, he's like a young
Not the
Justin
Evan
Tucker.
McPherson end of the game field
Yeah.
goal.
That's been the theme.
He's
all
basically-
playoffs,
that's-
bro.
that's why it's
He
not gonna
reminds
work.
me of Tuck's
He's
rookie year.
he's like a young
We don't
Justin
use
Tucker
Tuck like that no more, yo.
Tuck's rookie
because
year.
we start going for it all the
Yeah,
time.
we don't use Tuck no more.
Tuck's rookie year.
Nah.
But give me the Bengals. Joe Burrow MVP. Joe Mixon has another big game.
Tuck won the Super Bowl's rookie year, by the way. But yeah.
Damn, that was
Oh, I ain't even.
10 years ago.
Give me my little Cooper Cup as the Super Bowl MVP.
That means he's going to have like 250 receiving yards.
Never mind. Give me Aaron Donald as a Super Bowl MVP.
That means he's going to have like 3 or more sacks.
I can see that happen.
It's gonna be
It's going to be
Matt
the
Stafford.
quarterback.
It's gonna be Matt Stafford.
Whichever team
It
wins the
depends on
quarterback
Aaron
is going
Donald,
to get it.
bro. It depends. Aaron Donald had like 5 sacks. That's it.
Whichever
Oh, yeah.
team wins, the quarterback is going to. Because
Not Aaron Donald got 5 sacks, bro.
he's not going to have 5 sacks.
It's you see it with
Somebody else, they're going to make somebody else beat.
Von
Von
Miller.
Miller, yeah. I can see
But
Von
I think-
Miller.
honestly. I'd rather have
They do
Von
a lot
Miller
of quick
than
passes too,
Aaron
though.
Donald.
They do a lot of quick
They
passes.
do a lot of yards
Yeah,
after catch.
a lot of
They got
quick-
a lot
yeah,
of yards after catch.
That's what I said. They know that. Because they
They
know
know
that
he's coming.
line is trash.
And they can
bro.
run the ball. They don't have to sit back
That's
there.
why I said if they
and
can
throw.
Running at
develop-
Aaron Donald. I'm not doing that either.
Their run defense is trash in LA. They ain't gonna act like they all that.
That's because they ain't got no fucking linebacker.
That's what I'm saying. Running right at them.
They got no fucking
But
linebacker.
it should be a good game.
But the Bengals' O-line is trash, so that's a
Yeah,
loss.
absolutely.
The Rams O-line ain't much better. Andrew Wilford is 40 years old.
He's still better than whoever plays this name.
Trey Henderson gonna eat him up.
No, he's not.
Okay. All right. Okay.
He hurt. He's still just. Well, he might be fine now. It's been 2 weeks.
He's white. He'll be fine here in 2 weeks.
Oh my God!
I'm sure he has some type of.
He's white.
Some
I want to talk
white
about
remedy.
you didn't give us your prediction, your score prediction.
I did. I said 31-28.
Who's your MVP?
Stafford.
Score prediction.
It's gonna be close. I say 30-27.
MVP.
Joe Burrow.
Y'all want to talk about the NFL touch game that was last Sunday?
No, I didn't even watch it. So
I
Get
didn't
rid
watch
of
it.
Pro Bowl.
I don't watch the
Get rid
Pro
of
Bowl.
it. Let's play
Get rid of
bad
Pro Bowl.
like DC was doing when we came in. I believe that's what he
Who you
was
said
doing.
MVP was gonna be?
Joe Burrow.
Joe.
Joe B, Moneybag Joe, the
I
best
said
quarterback
Joe
in the
Burrow.
AFC North.
I
Joe.
said, I said AD.
The best quarterback in the AFC.
Joe Shicey, let's go, baby.
The real AD. The one that comes to play every time.
And what was your score prediction?
Mine? I said 31-27, I think.
And what'd you say,
I
Byron?
said 34-31. Last second, Evan McPherson field goal.
30-27.
Yeah, I think I said 31-27 because you said a lot of field goals.
You said
21-25.
21-25.
I
Yeah.
And he
like
was
27
field
better. I
goals.
like 27 better. That sound like a more football game to score. Yeah, the NFL Pro Bowl is fucking ass, bro.
I don't want to talk about it.
Score, play mad.
Ass.
Literally.
Do you think that they should put it in the middle of the season?
No.
They should just
They
get rid
just
of the
won't
game
fix it?
entirely.
All right, what
What
about
they
the thing
should
I
do
sent
is
y'all? With
They should
19?
announce the players that made the
I would
team.
like that.
Yeah, you feel
Announce
me?
players that made the team, and then do like a skills competition. Who has the first? Who runs the
Like
fastest?
they
Like
do.
back in the day.
doing,
Like
yeah.
back in the day.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that, but like the game. So
No, it
the
should
two
go.
worst
It
teams.
should go.
No. Y'all saw
I'm
the
cool
thing I
with that.
sent y'all?
Yeah, I want
The
that.
two bottom teams play out to see who
For the
get the
first
number one
pick.
pick.
I agree
Whoever
with
win
that.
get the number
I
one pick.
mean, then you still got the chance of two
Injuries
teams getting
and
hurt.
stuff,
Yeah,
yeah.
two teams getting hurt.
And that's why they was playing two-handed touch, so just get rid of the game altogether. Because if we watch
what they gonna
football,
do
we
this
want to
week?
see football, bro.
What they do during this week?
Nothing. Y'all do the
Bye week.
skills
It's a bye
challenge.
Bye week. And then they do on the Sunday where the Pro Bowl normally takes place is when they do the skills challenge. Who throws
So you
the
just do
furthest.
more skills.
So yeah, so all the players that made
So
the
what if
roster.
they get hurt during dodgeball?
Well, that's their fault.
Yes, that's goofy. But I'm saying like if
Well,
you
ACL and God.
everybody that like made the Pro Bowl, whoever quarterback can throw it the furthest, we can do that. Accuracy tests. Whatever running back can. I don't know what running back drills are. That'll be fun to watch.
No.
And then you can do receivers hand drills. That'd be fun.
I mean, they used to do the little thing, you know, where they had the
They
little.
do best catch
When they
now.
had the little
The
obstacle
stations,
course
yeah,
thing.
the receivers, that's fun to watch.
Yeah,
I'm saying running backs don't have nothing, so
Nah.
we can skip that. Quarterbacks, receivers, kickers, who can kick the furthest.
So Justin Tucker award.
Yes, and
What do defensive players do this whole time?
The obstacle course thing. Yeah, like
but they found a way to measure like impact on your hit. Like if you hit hard, like push shoulder passes by and have them hit like a dump. You know how like those box machines. I would be curious to know.
What you trying to watch? Sports Science? Y'all remember that shit back in the day?
Yeah, sports science is lit.
tough. Yeah, sports science is
lit.
tough.
That'd be dope.
NFL.
A giraffe
High
runs
sports science.
23 miles per hour.
Facts.
That Ray Lewis one was tough.
Tyreek
Yeah,
Hill
Ray Lewis one.
is 21 miles per hour. That's the same speed. Like they be wild.
Maybe.
Like, for real?
Yeah, that's
It's definitely very informative.
It is.
They
So
talk
scrap
about
the
it
Pro
so
Bowl.
well.
yeah.
Yes.
I mean, we've been saying this for years.
Yes, we have.
What's
And they
the
got-
flag football
No,
at this point?
that's what they did. That's what they did.
That's
Sunday.
literally
I'm
what
good.
they were playing.
I'm good.
I didn't watch it,
They didn't
so
want to get hurt.
but everybody told me that shit was trash.
It was.
Shout out to
You
Max
got-
Crosby though. He played hard. He did deserve that. Shout out to my guy.
Is it?
All right, yeah, close us out, Byron.
Enjoy the Super Bowl. Like this video, share, subscribe. Let us know your thoughts on all these topics. And unfortunately, our last pick segment of the season, but many, many more segments coming. Big things coming to the show. Stay tuned, and we gone.